Hi, everybody. God bless you. So, in many places, especially in the US, there's a big homeless problem. And, I've been in a position where I tried to help two homeless men in the past, and it really didn't go well. Here's what I learned. One guy was actually recently homeless, and I made that decision because sometimes being homeless for a long time can start creating mental challenges and addictions. And he was actually someone who had an online channel, and I really appreciated his content. So I would tune in, listen to his videos, learn a lot. And then all of a sudden one day he said, if you've never donated to my channel before, please do it now. I've recently become homeless. And I was like, wow, how did such a smart, intelligent guy with such an amazing channel become homeless? Anyway, I donated some money, and then we did a Zoom call, and I found out how he had become homeless. It was really a surprising story. He actually was living in an apartment that was, the leaseholder was a woman that he had met on a retreat. And it turned out after they had lived together, they all had their separate bedrooms. One day she said to him that she was attracted to him. And he was so horrified that a woman that he wasn't attracted to wasn't self-reflective enough to think that she would be someone who could approach him in that fashion, because she certainly wasn't of his caliber. So he decided to go live in his truck. And in his truck, he caught a cold and he was like really sick. And so I put him into a hotel and we talked a little longer. And then he said he was writing a book, and his book was going to change the world. And it was the most important thing that has ever happened to help humanity. And, I actually had written a book a long time ago, and I thought maybe I could share what I had learned through that process, but there really wasn't any space to get a word in edgewise. And I also realized that he had a really hard time making eye contact with me, and that's probably because I'm post-wall. So I wasn't attractive enough to look at. The woman that he was living with, I think he was afraid that she would treat him the way so many guys would treat a homeless female, where, she'd have to pay the rent and how. And the idea of it horrified him. And it was just interesting to observe, when the situation was switched. I mean, she didn't corner him against a wall or force anything on him. She just expressed attraction. But that alone made him feel so horrified that he became homeless. Oh my God. It was like a homeless narcissist. And that's what it was. He was a homeless narcissist. Anyway, I'm sure he got his life together, or maybe not. Anyway, God bless you.